talking with a friend today and I just got a download. And I told her, I said, I need to make a video about this. Don't let people run up in your life and try to tell you what you need to be doing. Or don't let people run up in your life and tell you about you. Check them. This reminds me of, and this is what I was sharing with a friend today. It reminds me of a time in college when I was choosing my major. So this was around probably my freshman or sophomore year. I was choosing my major. Well, no, let me correct that. This had to be in my sophomore or junior year because I was switching majors. That's what it was. I was looking to switch my major over. And I had shared with one of my girlfriends at the time what I was switching my major to. And she made a comment that kind of sat with me for a long time. She said, it just seemed like I would have a major like that. And you would have something more along the lines of my major, because it just seems like, you would pick something more along the lines of what I'm doing and not your major. And I kind of whipped my head when she said it, and I was like, what you mean? I mean, if you want to switch your major to what my major is, feel free. Like, it's room for all of us. I mean, what you saying? And she was like, well, it just seemed like, you kind of reserved. It just seemed like you wouldn't do something like that. It just seems like you would do something more along the lines of what I'm doing. And I said, no, I have another side to me. See, I felt like, and it kind of the comment kind of caught me off guard, but it also let me know what she was thinking or where she was coming from. Because at the end of the day, don't think you know me like that. Don't think you know me better than I know me. Because what I do know to be sure about me is that, yeah, I'm not loud, in front of a bunch of people that I don't know. But I can communicate very well. And I'm very social when I want to be. So very selectively social. I did cheerleading in college. I did a couple of social groups in college. So I pick and choose who I want to be sociable with. Just because I don't get around a group of people like she did and just start running my mouth and am overly open with everybody, particularly people that I don't know, does not mean that I couldn't select a major in college that would, take me being sociable with people. I was thinking to myself, girl, who you think you checking though? Like, you trying to check me. Don't do that, because you speaking on something that you don't know. And it kind of made me reflect. Like I said, it stuck with me for a while, because I was thinking, it did kind of make me ponder sometimes when I was doing certain things in my major. I was like, am I really this person? And thinking back, it really kind of irks me, because I said, here I was, a young girl, letting somebody run up in my life and tell me about me. You never do that. I want to stress that to the younger girls. If somebody, and it pisses me off that I question her. Like, why would you think that? Why would you say something about that? Because me now, if someone were to do something like that, I wouldn't even question them as to why. Why would you think that? Because I don't care. I don't care. If you think something, I'm going to let you go ahead and think it. Go ahead and roll with that. Because you'll see. You'll see. It irks me that I actually gave it a thought, But reflecting back, I realize that some people, when they get to know you, and, well, they think they know all of you, your front, back, side. They think they know everything that pertains to you, but they don't. And then they try to project onto you. Now, if she really felt that way about my major and she felt like she was a better suit to do that type of job, then she could have very well switched over to that major. Because I asked her, I said, well, I don't want to do what you do. I said, why don't you switch to my major? I don't want to do that. Okay, well, then why would you say something like that? You know, I question, why would you make that comment? But it just goes to show that people think that they know you, and they don't. Particularly for her to say something like that, because someone who truly knows me, truly knows me, and if they were a real friend, then they would have known that your girl has two sides to her, okay? You don't know her like that. She brings out a totally different side when you get to know her. And who would ever think, fast forward, YouTube would be so popular and I will be on here showing my other side. Because see, in person, I think I'm kind of quiet. Maybe not quiet around everybody, but I don't do no whole lot of talking. My talking happens on here and when I'm in a session with a client. That's when I run my mouth. I run my mouth when I'm out with my friends having a good time, or when I'm around my family having a good time. That's when I run my mouth. But you would never catch me in a group setting with a bunch of people I don't know sharing everything, just being an open book, because that's not me. And see, that's the side that she thought she knew. She saw me in a setting with a whole bunch of people and saw that I was more reserved than she. So she made an assumption. She made an assumption about me and she ran with it. Another scenario that stands out is a friend that, and I use that term loosely because we no longer talk, but she was someone that I was communicating with at the time when I was selecting a career to work in. And this was a career that she was already settled into somewhat. And I was trying to get my foot into the door because I wanted to try it out. So she was like, well, I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that would be a good fit for you. What? Why not? Again, I made the mistake of asking her why. I said, why would you say that? Why not? And she gave me some type of BS reason, but I was like, oh no, no, I don't see it that way. And after that, I distanced myself from her. Why? Because I felt it again from when I felt it from the other girl's energy from college. I said, she thinks she know me like that. Like, why do people try to take ownership over you? They think they know you fully, and then they try to take ownership. Like, here I am trying to get my foot in the door to a specific career, and you trying to block my blessing. I'm asking you, how do I get started? And she's acting like she don't even want to share with me how to get started, or, you know, like I said, she's already in a career. You don't even want to help me out and tell me what I need to do to get to that next level, or, you know, give me some tidbits. I was like, and I'm not the begging type. So if I ask you once and you act like you don't want to do it, I'm good on you. So after that, I said, you know what? I know some other people in the profession. Let me call on them. And they were very helpful. And some of them expressed to me like, oh, I'm surprised you want to do that. I'm surprised you want to do that, but okay. And see, that's the type of energy that I needed. You know, I didn't need no one doubting me. Like, I don't think you can do that. Girl, who are you? You don't even know me like that. So that was the end of that little budding friendship or whatever we had, you know, communication. I just was like, I saw her as, from that point on, I saw her as some type of hater and or some type of monitoring spirit. Because really, that's all the data and information that you gather from me. Okay, I see where you're going. I see what you're going. You think you know, but you have no idea. And I said this on another segment. when I was talking about guys, and I said guys sort of keep a surface relationship. Most guys, well, let me take that back. Most masculine men, okay, let me be clear. Most masculine men keep sort of a surface relationship. If you ask males in your life, how long has their friend been married, or how long have they been in a relationship with that particular girl? Most of them would just say, I don't know, man, I don't know. I don't keep tabs on him. I don't keep tabs on. I mean, but those are some. They might know if they've known the person for a long time, or if that's just some information that they happen to know about them. But most guys, I'm like, why don't you know this information about your friend? Because I'm curious. Because I know this. I know how long each married friend that I know has been married with, and they're like, I don't know. We don't need to talk about that. And I said, what do you talk about when you get together? The game, or basketball, or sports. Their friendship is based on things that they enjoy together. They're not deeply invested in each other's lives. Unless, of course, if, they've known each other for some times and they're sharing different things about each other, then of course they're going to know it. And that's even if it stays in their memory bank. But for the most part, I like how guys keep their relationship pretty much surface. And talking with some males that I know, it brings things back into perspective, and it reminds me that most new friendships that you make going forward, it's not that you want to be closed off, but it's also that you don't want to just be a complete open book from gate until you get to vet people, until you get to know them. Because if you give people too much early on, they're going to mess around and think they know you like that and get too invested in your life. Which brings me to another scenario. When some people think they know you, and then you're conversating with them and they get mad. Well, I thought you said this. Well, I thought you felt like this. Okay, well, I changed my mind. I'm allowed to change my mind, or my feelings regarding certain things. But they kind of nail you to a cross when they think they know you better than you know yourself. And it's kind of like, oh, stop your brakes. Pump your brakes. You don't know everything. I did not share every single detail with you. And now you're getting defensive about me, thinking that you know me better than I know me. No, you don't know me like that. And I'm specifically referring to people who are newly introduced to you, people who are new in your life. Do not let anyone run up in your life and try to tell you about you. Because now, reflecting back, now if I was hit with those same scenarios with the girl from college and the girl from early on when I had first graduated college who was hitting me up with information telling me what they know about me. Oh, no, I don't think you should select that major. Or, oh, no, I don't think you should work in that type of job. I don't think that suits you very well. You know what I would say now? With the knowledge and wisdom that I have now, I would just say, okay. And it would be noted for me to move forward. You see, I wouldn't even have a desire to know why they thought like that. Because the older I get, the more I really don't care why people feel a certain way towards me, or why they think that they know me, or how they think they know me. I don't care. Okay, you think you know me? Good for you. It's up to you to find out later why you don't know me like that. It's not up to me to force it on you. Because believe me, once I think that you think you know me, I'm going to pull back anyway. Because you're doing too much. And I didn't ask for all of that. Because when I form a relationship with someone, I'm not trying to rule them. or trying to clock their every move. But not surprisingly, there are people out here who do that. And I just endorse the types of friendships that most masculine men have, where they get together, have a good time, enjoy each other's company, and they're not fully engulfed in the details of each other's life, particularly not early on. That comes with time. That comes with time. It's no reason why someone should be as if they're in an interview during a relationship. When you want to find out too much about me too fast, it's a turn off. That turns me off. Unless we're forming some type of romantic relationship. You don't need to be asking me all these questions. And even in a romantic relationship, I can get into that later. You don't want to lay all your cards out on the table anyway too early on, because that's going to make the other person pretend to be what you say you like. It's giving them the blueprint to wiggle their way into your life. And this happens also in non-romantic relationships as well. Early on, when someone's trying to figure out what do you like, what do you dislike, if you lay it all out on the table too soon, people pretend well. They'll pretend to be exactly everything that you say you want in a friendship. I've had people agree with me. Oh yeah, people are crazy when they do that. Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody just up and stop liking your stuff on social media and stop speaking to you? People are crazy, girl. Why would people get mad when you talk on the phone all the time? People are crazy. They say all of that, but then they turn around and do it. They turn around and they get mad because you're not answering your phone all the time and you rather text. And now they stop liking your stuff on social media. And they start acting funny towards you. So I think I've made my points. Just don't let anyone run up in your life and get too close too soon, because they're going to think they know you like that. And sometimes they may think they know you better than you know you. And before I go, let me add, that career that the girl tried to block from me, I ended up not only getting my foot in the door, but I ended up succeeding in that career until I chose to leave it and start my own business. So that goes to show that people do not know you better than you know yourself. Within that career, I gained all type of accolades and whatnot, and I was very successful because I know me. I know what I can do. And there's a difference between someone expressing their opinion to you than trying to put a halt on your blessings by dropping those discouraging seeds. Because what she tried to do was plant seeds of doubt in my head, and it didn't work. And I want you to know that sometimes people will try to drop those little seeds of negativity and doubt in your head. But if you feel strongly about something and you feel a drive pulling you or pushing you towards that certain thing, you don't listen to what those people say. Because at the end of the day, you know you better than they know you. Y'all be safe.